Welcome to Boss Vault Live, where you can learn more in 30 minutes than you can with 4 years of college. My name is MrsCheckplease, and I am your host and your coach for the next 30 minutes. This show is raw, uncut, and unapologetic truth about relationships, money, music, and business. So now I am opening up the Boss Vault to you. Check, please.
Hello, welcome to Boss Vault Live. I am your host, LaTausha Taylor, but y'all know y'all can call me Mrs. Check, please. Tonight, I have a story for you guys that's going to exemplify leadership, passion, vision for maternal health, and more. You guys help me welcome my guest tonight, Miss Rosalee Henry. How are you doing?
I am doing amazing. Thank you so much, LaTausha, for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. Maternal health advocate, serial entrepreneur, founder of Mothers Helping Hands Atlanta LLC. Let's talk about where this passion came from. Let's start from the beginning.
Wow. Well, this passion came from me being a teenage mom. I'm always love serving, love caring, love being around babies. And just being in that space and not having a support or enough support going through that period being a teenage mom, I think that's really what propelled me to care for other moms, being that support, being that person who they can lean on, because the maternal journey, just going through that period, it can be overwhelming.
It can definitely be overwhelming. And you know what? That's something that you and I share in common, right? I was a teenage mom as well. And if I didn't have the father of my child there, I had no other support system, right? So as a teen, you know, it can be uncertain, it can be scary, but that's any age.
Yes.
Even as an adult.
Yes.
You know, pregnancy,
Yes.
going through the birth, and also the postpartum, right?
Yes.
So Mothers Helping Hands of Atlanta is there to help moms navigate that whole system. Is that correct?
Yes, we're there for the whole family.
Okay.
We encompass, we make sure we include everyone, because fathers need support too.
Okay.
So we make sure that we support the entire family.
Okay. And we love that, because at the end of the day, they say it takes a community.
Takes a village.
Takes a village, right? To raise any child. So
Yes.
to have, you know, a support system like that is definitely very, very key. So from teenage mom to powerhouse leader, right? Also one of Atlanta's 50 top powerful women. How has that shaped your professional career going forward? How does that honor? What does that mean to you?
First, I'm really humble to be named one of 50 most powerful women
In
of
Atlanta. That's big.
Twice in a row.
Okay.
But I just don't take that on as a honor just for me.
Okay.
This is in honor of everyone who is in that space and serving. A postpartum doula, newborn care specialist, a lactation consultant, everyone who is supporting the family through the whole journey, the whole postpartum journey. I take this in honor of them, because a lot of times we do not get that recognition that we so deserve, because we're the ones who are actually keeping moms out of the hospital, readmission. And when moms do not have that support, most time they end up back in the hospital, postpartum depression, because they're sleep deprived, they're overwhelmed, not having that village, not having that support. So I accept that honor for the whole maternal community.
Absolutely. And you're not just doing this in Atlanta, right? Your business expands not, you know, across the country, you're international.
Yes.
How do you manage that type of operation being here from?
Wow.
I know that has to be a lot.
Yes. But you know what? I have to shout out my team.
Okay.
Having a team is what really helped me to get to where I need to get to, because you cannot do it by yourself. You have to collaborate, but most importantly, you have to know how to delegate.
Ooh, delegation is definitely important as an entrepreneur.
Yes.
So do you have such a training where it emulates who you are and what you expect when they're caring for the families that are up under your organization?
Yes. Because whenever I send someone out, whether it's in the hospital for staffing or into a home, I just tell myself that that person is representing me. And I want to make sure that the same care, the same service that I offer to each family that I've cared for over 20 years, I want to make sure that my staff is really conducting themselves and offering the same training, the same service that I offer.
Right. And you can tell that this is true, right? Because I did some research and I went on your website and I was looking at the testimonials.
Yes.
And all of the families were just talking about how compassionate you are, how attentive you are, and your staff.
Yes.
So kudos to you for being able to duplicate.
Thank you.
Right, to be able to
Yes,
duplicate
yes.
yourself and your love and your care.
Yes.
Speaking of love and care, when we had our initial conversation, you spoke about your journey caring for your mother. How has that implemented and impacted what you do today for others?
Wow. That really changed me in multiple ways.
Okay.
It makes me realize that you have to treat people with dignity and respect, but more so when it's your family member, right?
Yes.
But also it taught me that not only the person who is getting the care that need the support, the caregiver themselves need the support. Because I remember one day just going through it, running a business, having a family, and I felt so overwhelmed to the point where I just broke down. And because of that, that's where I was able to start another leg of my business, because I'm like, if I can care for newborns, right? Having so many 5-star reviews, having so many raving testimonials, I can do that for the elderly, because for me, I just told myself they were bigger babies.
They're bigger
babies. They're bigger babies. So to be able to
Exactly, I love
provide
that.
that same care for the elderly that I'm caring for the newborn, it's amazing, but it was tough.
I can only
it was
imagine.
really tough going through there, being in that sandwich generation where you're caring for your parents, caring for a partner, caring for older kids, and then still caring for a newborn.
That is a lot.
It is a lot. And
But that's okay.
we all need that village. Not only the clients, but we as a caregiver also need that support.
And we appreciate you for having that vision and bringing it to life.
Yes.
Y'all, we are just getting started with Boss Vault Live. Rosalee Henry, founder of Mothers Helping Hands Atlanta LLC and beyond. We're going to be right back. Y'all stay tuned. Don't forget, like, share, drop some comments. We'll be right back. Thank you.
You're watching Boss Vault Live with Mrs. Check Please. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I'll have a Coke.
Is Pepsi okay?
Is Pepsi a grrr? Did you just ask if Pepsi a grrr?
Excuse me?
Of course Pepsi is a grrr.
You saying okay?
Why aren't you understanding? A grrr? What kind of word is that? A grrr?
Tell you, I think it's Gaelic. Like, akarai.
Okay.
No, it's a grrr.
Oh, crrr.
Is that close? No.
Oh. Okay. Like this. Oh.
What? I wanted a Pepsi.
That's what I'm talking about.
New Orleans don't make a lick of sense to most people. A big city built below sea level that throws logic out the window and beads to strangers. And our chicken is no different. A fast food restaurant selling fried chicken that takes 12 hours to marinate? That makes no sense. But it does make delicious. The best recipe for big flavor ain't about logic. Because you know magic when you see it or when you taste it. We don't make sense. We make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. Ain't just gonna break you, dog. I'll break your heart. Class is dismissed. Take this diss in the park.
Oh, give it up for my man Grizzle. Up next, we got my boy Boogie. We got
Stop right there.
What?
Eat a Snicker. You always lose your edge when you're hungry. Better?
Better. Yo, I said, give me the track.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers.
Get your weekends back with Patio Laundry. With 110 machines on site, you'll never have to wait, or your laundry is free. Can you do your laundry in 4 minutes? With Patio Laundry, it's easy with our wash, dry, and fold service. 2 minutes to drop, 2 minutes to pick up. Patio Laundry has a safe environment with a large waiting area with TVs, outdoor patio, vending machines, and free Wi-Fi. So get your weekends back with Patio Laundry.
All right, welcome back to Boss Vault Live. If you're just joining me, we are live tonight with Ms. Rosalee Henry, the founder of Mothers Helping Hands Atlanta, serial entrepreneur, and also one of Atlanta's top 50 most powerful women. That is super exciting. So let's get a little bit deeper into Mothers Helping Hands, right? Yes. What type of services do you offer and what type of clientele do you look for?
Well, the foundation of Mothers Helping Hands is postpartum care.
Okay.
And a lot of people, I'm a postpartum doula, a lot of people kind of confuse a postpartum doula and a labor doula. Okay. So the difference is a labor doula is someone who actually helps mom through labor.
Breathe and
all the way through, all the way through.
Okay.
But we come after, and we are the part that people sometimes forget about because people plan for the gender reveal and the baby shower and all
what
that.
We do when we take them home,
yes,
though.
but when you get home, that's where it starts.
Okay.
So that's what the role of a postpartum doula is, to support mom emotionally, physically, and resourcefully. So we provide, if mom need a lactation consultant, we're there to, refer to her, the people who are needed. So that's the base of Mothers Helping Hands. But we also provide other services, like now we're into training others how to go out and do the work, just like I cannot do everything by myself, right? And the only way that we're going to be able to make a dent in the maternal mortality rate is to make sure that we have competent, trained professionals who are going to go into the fields and do the work.
Absolutely. And you said something very key. Once the baby goes home and is integrated into the family, if it's not the first child, just imagine if it's the second child, right? Or third or fourth, right? That can definitely be challenging for a mom or just for a family, right? And so you mentioned, as far as being to delegate and have an extension of yourself, right? So you're doing that through a maternal health staffing. Is that like sending people to a warehouse or something like that, staffing agency? I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's a little more complicated than that.
It is.
But what does that look like?
So the reason for me starting that, as I said, duplicating myself, but now going out into the hospital is just to provide that gap.
Okay.
Making sure that the nurses are not overworked and overwhelmed, but they have that support with someone who's trained, who's going to make sure that when mama going home is not just a pamphlet that they get to go home. So we go from the hospital also all the way to home to help mom through that process.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So if someone wanted to be in this field, right, is it just for healthcare professionals? Is it mothers that just love taking care of babies, or, caregivers? What type of person would go into this type of role?
Someone who definitely love serving.
Okay.
Love babies, love helping moms. It's not for everyone.
It is not for everyone, right?
This is such a passion-driven field. A lot of people don't know how to make money in this field. And that's the reason why now I'm showing others that even though it's a passion-led field, you can now turn that into profit.
Right, exactly. And then
you can get paid for it.
You check, please, right? They call me Mrs. Check, please.
Exactly.
So we definitely wouldn't shy away from that.
Yes.
So definitely, anyone out there, if you're interested, right, in being in the maternal health field, interested in helping mothers be great when they leave the hospital, Mothers Helping Hand Atlanta. Is it .com?
Yes, mothershelpinghandsatlanta.com.
Okay, you guys, make sure you tap in right now. I mean, there's so many resources out there. I've seen pamphlets. I've seen, digital products. I mean, just so much that she's giving you guys outside of just, the hands-on help, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back. Atlanta's top 50. Now, Atlanta is a big place, and it is a real place, guys. I know they say it's not, but that is such an honor, right? Did they recognize you for just entrepreneurship, or was it specific for your organization? Like, what was Well, where did that come from? Let's take a look at
So
that.
it came from what I'm actually doing into the community as a maternal health advocate.
Okay.
And, you know, I take great pride, but I'm humble to being recognized because a lot of us in this field do not get that recognition.
This is true.
But we are doing so much. United States right now is almost at the bottom of the list when it comes to maternal mortality rate, right? And Georgia is really up there.
Okay.
And we as Black women, you know, 2 to 3 times more than our white counterpart. So I'm really passionate about what I do, and I really want to use this opportunity to make a difference. And this magazine has gotten me in front of, you know, people and being on stages and through doors, because now, you know, it's out there. So people now are knowing what is a postpartum doula, what is a what's going on within this space. So I'm happy about it, but I also take it as something that is for all of us who are serving within the maternal community.
And you said something key, and we definitely want to highlight Atlanta Flux magazine. That is definitely, you know, an honor. 2 years in a row.
Yes.
So hey, definitely shout out to you guys. So let's go into something different. What do you do for fun, right? You're taking care of kids, you're taking care of, you know, older people. What do you do to have fun and take care of yourself, Rosalee?
Anything where there's water.
Okay. Hey, I'm a water sign. I got you.
love being on the water. And to the point where I built a big koi pond in my backyard.
Okay.
So that's my happy place. And just spending time with family. I'm very family oriented.
Okay.
You know, thank God I'm blessed with, you know, wonderful kids and a great husband who support me.
Yes.
And I just love being around people.
Okay.
I love being around people. But when it comes to my me time, you know, getting me a massage, just relaxing anywhere where water. Sometimes I tell my husband, like, let's go find a lake or something. Just to be.
Go.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good. I wanted to make sure we bring that out because, like I said, it's a lot.
Self-care.
Yeah, self-care is very important.
Yes.
And, you know, when you're taking care of people and you're serving, you know, sometimes you forget about yourself.
Yes.
So I wanted to make sure that the audience know no matter what your passion is, no matter what your goals in life, whatever you're pursuing, whatever your job or your career is, always take time for yourself, especially mothers. We have to step aside because them kids are 24/7, right?
Yes. And burnt out is real.
You burnt out is definitely real.
Yes.
Well, hey, we are just getting started, guys. Like I said, we are talking with Rosalee Henry. Again, tell them where they can get with you if they want to support, collaborate, be a part of your organization. Where can they find you again?
So my website is mothershelpinghandsatlanta.com. I'm also on LinkedIn, Rosalee Henry, and I'm also on Instagram, is Mothers H Hands on Instagram.
All right.
Yes.
Well, y'all make sure that y'all tap in with her.
Or just Google me, Rosalee Henry.
She said just Google her. You know you got credentials when you say Google me, right? So I love that. We're going to get a little more in depth with her when we come back. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Go check out the website. We'll be right back. Boss Vault Live.
You're watching Boss Vault Live with Mrs. Check Please. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I'll have a Coke.
Is Pepsi okay?
Is Pepsi a grrr? Did you just ask if Pepsi a grrr?
Excuse me?
Of course Pepsi is a grrr.
You saying okay?
Why aren't you understanding? A grrr.
What kind of word is that?
Tell you, I think it's Gaelic. Like, akarai.
Okay.
No, it's a grrr.
Oh, grrr.
Is that close? No.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Like this. Oh.
What? I wanted a Pepsi.
That's what I'm talking about. Ew.
New Orleans don't make a lick of sense to most people. A big city built below sea level that throws logic out the window and beads to strangers. And our chicken is no different. A fast food restaurant selling fried chicken that takes 12 hours to marinate? That makes no sense. But it does make delicious. The best recipe for big flavor ain't about logic. Because you know magic when you see it or when you taste it. We don't make sense. We make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. Ain't just gonna break you, dog. I'll break your heart. Class is dismissed. Take this dissing to part.
Oh, give it up for my man Grizzle. Up next, we got my boy Boogie. We got
Don't go breaking my heart. I could.
Whoa, stop right there.
What?
Eat a Snicker. You always lose your edge when you're hungry. Better.
Better. Yo, I said, give me the track.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers.
Get your weekends back with Patio Laundry. With 110 machines on site, you'll never have to wait, or your laundry is free. Can you do your laundry in 4 minutes? With Patio Laundry, it's easy with our wash, dry, and fold service. 2 minutes to drop, 2 minutes to pick up. Patio Laundry has a safe environment with a large waiting area with TVs, outdoor patio, vending machines, and free Wi-Fi. So get your weekends back with Patio Laundry.
All right, welcome back to Boss Vault Live. If you're just joining us, I am here with Miss Rosalee Henry, Mother's Helping Hands of Atlanta. Again, I am so excited to just have you here because, again, your resilience and your passion, it just, people don't understand that, you know, sometimes you get tired and weary, right? You spoke about that, you know, in our last segment. So what would you tell an entrepreneur, not even in your field, but just an entrepreneur that has a vision, the tenacity? Where does it come from? What would you?
Oh, I always first think about your passion.
Mm-hmm.
If you know that this is something that you want to do, this is something that you're passionate about, it's going to be hard. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. It's going to be hard. But keep going and find a mentor. Find someone who you can lean on, someone who has gone through it before that can help you to not make the same mistakes that they made.
Right. Exactly.
So that's exactly what I would suggest. Like, you know, don't give up. It's not going to be easy, but nothing that is
worth it.
It's going to be easy.
Exactly. Yeah. And how do you stay spiritually grounded? Because, you know, people veer away from it. I've never been too religious, very spiritual. Mm-hmm. What is your spiritual take on your vision and your purpose in life?
My faith. Mm-hmm. I know that everything I do is because of the will of God. And I had a praying mom. Oh. And I know that her prayers are still behind me, even though she's no longer here.
Praise God. That's
right.
Okay.
So I just tap into my faith. I know it's not always going to be easy, but I know what my passion is. I know what my gift is. I know why I'm here. Mm-hmm. And I can't stop.
You can't stop. There is no stopping.
I can't stop.
I tell everyone, you know, I've been in the music business for 20 years. I've done a lot of other things, entrepreneurial, but music is my hobby, hustle, business, and ministry. Yes. I am in ministry mode. Mm-hmm. Do you consider this a ministry?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes, definitely. And that's the reason why I always pouring into others. Mm-hmm. I got to the point where my husband would be like, listen, not everyone wants to be an entrepreneur. Because it's like, as soon as I meet someone, they say something, I'm trying to convert. Like, okay, have you thought about turning this into a business? Have you thought about, you know, getting all those ideas out of your head, you know, just, you know, creating your SOPs, and, you know, making sure that it's just like it just comes natural because I just want to see everyone succeed.
Right.
I know what it feels like. Like someone may ask me, you know, what is freedom for you? You know, and success. For me, freedom is not having to ask anyone for time off to do what I want to do.
Oh, yes.
You know, that's
powerful.
That is for me. And that's what I love everyone to experience that at some point.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I know you're not originally from Atlanta, but you've been here, you're a staple in the city at this time, right? How does your roots kind of play into who you are and your leadership style? Because it didn't come from the Atlanta market, right? I don't know if it came from Atlanta. Your leadership style.
Well, I'm a proud Jamaican.
Okay.
And they always say about Jamaicans,
Got a
right?
whole lot of work. You do a lot.
We do a lot.
Okay.
I do a lot.
Good.
But it's just like, I have a humble beginning. I know where I'm coming from. I know where I've gone through to get here.
Okay.
And I don't want to go back there.
Right.
I don't want to go back there. So I push, I grind. But I'm at the point now where I'm kind of like on, cruise control. And I can now help others to experience the same thing.
Right. So what was your biggest challenge, right? I mean, it sounds like you know what you're doing, you know where you're going, you know how to get there, you're not giving up.
Wow.
What is the biggest challenge for you at this time, Rosalee?
My biggest challenge for me before now is trusting others with my baby, trusting others with my vision. I always feel like nobody can do it like me.
And nobody can,
but I have to learn to delegate.
Yes.
I have to learn to train others to get to where I want them to be. It's not like you're going to bring someone in and I'm like, okay, do this. For instance, all of my workers were actually going into the home to care for a newborn. They have a checklist of everything that they need to do from the moment they walk through that door until the moment they're leaving.
Oh man, see,
yes,
that is
because
amazing.
I want to make sure that they're given the same service that my clients are accustomed to.
And you're doing a fantastic job at that, right? And that is very difficult to duplicate yourself, to duplicate your processes. And that's where you spoke of the SOPs. This is the way we do it. Do not veer from it. If you have a suggestion, bring it to me first.
Exactly.
Don't go and implement it and changing things when you get to the client. So what is your ideal client? Is there an ideal client?
My ideal client is someone who, I wouldn't even say know that they need help, right? Because sometimes people don't even know that they need help. But someone who's willing to listen and let us be the professionals the expert that we are. We're not coming in to disrupt your home, right? But if you hire us as a profession, we'd love for you to at least listen to us and, we've been there. We've been doing this for a while.
And I hire the professionals, your hair, your makeup. We don't go in there and tell them how to do their job, right? So if you guys, know that you need help, or even if you don't, if you're pregnant, if you're thinking about getting pregnant, if you just had a baby, right? And you don't know where to go, where to turn, where to get support, Mother's Helping Hands is there for you. Those type of organizations didn't exist. I think it was Planned Parenthood. This is not. They didn't exist back in the day when we were having our kids. So I think it's very, very important for people to understand that maternal health is an industry.
Yes, it is.
Right? And it's a lucrative business. And like you said, in the U.S., we are kind of at the lower rate in that.
Right.
We're almost out of time, Rosalee. So I want you to leave the audience with food for thought, something to think about, something to remember you by. Look them dead in the eye and let them know who you are, how to find you, and give them some words of encouragement.
I'm always drawn to my teenage moms because I've been there. But I just want to let you know that not because you're in this situation right now, this is not the end. Just keep going. Find a mentor, knowing that there are people out there who will support you. And also for my peers who are doing this work, collaboration. Find other people that you can collaborate with because we cannot do this by ourselves. And the only way that we are going to be able to make an impact in the maternal mortality rate is to come together and collaborate. So I love to collaborate with each and every one of you. I've created so many programs, I have so many support groups where we just need to come together and collaborate and get this going and do this together.
Tap in with her. All right. Yes. Thank you so much for being here, Rosalee.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
You now have keys to Boss Vault Live. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you have not already.